All right, this is the Lost Cove area, North Carolina. Gonna check out a couple waterfalls out here. I've been here once, and then that was back in 2018. So I'm gonna check it out again. They say there's some storm damage here from last year's hurricane, so we'll check that out too. Let's go and get it. I believe this Lost Cove Trail, Trail 262, also happens to be the Mountains to Sea Trail, which is why you see the white circles on the trees. It's traditional Mountains to Sea Trail blaze. You'll have to excuse me, I'm recovering from a cold, so my voice is a little scratchy. So yeah, last time I was here, I don't remember how far I went. I just remember there wasn't a lot of elevation gain. Beautiful creek. Didn't think it would be all parked up at the trailhead, but I started right before the actual trailhead where I parked. So trailhead parking area only holds about 8 cars and it was all parked up. So I parked right across the creek from the actual area where you're supposed to park. I heard that this area is in rough shape, but they've come out here and repaired a lot of the trails, so you can still access the main trails. But I think if you wanted to do the whole loop, I think you might encounter some trees falling over the trail from what I've read online. And they say the views and the waterfalls are still pretty good, so I don't think it affected that too much, considering this creek probably rose a lot higher during the storm. You can see where they've done some work out here already, and there were some guys at the trailhead doing some trail maintenance, so appreciative of that and those guys. Let's get in here a little further. On AllTrails it says that this Lost Cove loop is 8 miles. I don't know if I'm gonna do the 8 miles because I got a late start. Just gonna go out here a little ways, scout it out. I planned on backpacking this. I hiked Harper's Creek, that area, a 1.5 years ago, and love that area. Waterfalls are pretty amazing over there. That's nearby here. This is also near Linville Gorge, which probably gets a lot more traffic. It probably draws a lot more people over there than this location, so that would explain why this area is more off the radar. Check out this nice campsite. Right next to a little waterfall. That's pretty sweet. Big fire pit. Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm saying. You could come back here just to camp. Doesn't have to be a big backpacking trip. I think I remember there being options here for campsites like this. Looks like somebody made a little chair too. I always like how people do that. Some people are against it. They're like, oh, that messes up the natural appeal of the camp area, but the camp area is already not natural because it's man-made. When you see fire pits and flattened areas, you think it was like that in nature. No, somebody made it like that. So if you want to come out here and recreate, you got to accept the fact that other people have been here before you. There's going to be some impact to the wilderness. So as long as you don't see any remains of human civilization like trash and, I'm going to say it, toilet paper, fecal matter, all that gross stuff, as long as it's kept in a relatively pristine state, I'm all right with people using the natural environment to their advantage when camping and recreating. There's nothing left behind that's not natural. That's my take on it. So the trail crossed over the creek. Over there is where I started. Now I came over here. I just rock hopped on my way over here. You see, it looks like there's a little bit of a washout here where the waters were probably gushing during last year's storm. Caused a little bit of a log jam there with rock debris. But you can still see where the trail is if you follow your map and look ahead. Just take your time so you don't get lost. Otherwise you'll be lost in the Lost Cove. There's a good chance I'm going to get my feet wet now, because this is creek crossing number 2. There's a bunch of guys out here doing trail maintenance right here where I had hiked past them. So that's a good thing, because the trail looks like it's in really good shape. So thankful for everything they've done. Gonna see 3 waterfalls coming up. That is the first waterfall, Middle Grag Prong Falls. Seeing a little slot canyon here too, hemmed in by cliffs. Lots of deep swimming holes. They say it's popular for swimmers. One of the guys doing trail maintenance advised me to jump in. I'm not going to do that. It'll be a little chilly. Look at that little lizard over there. He's out of view. Boy, it is easy to get lost out here. Following these side trails to make a shorter loop. They're off the main trail and they're overgrown, no signage, really faint. Here it looks more like a trail, but at the start you couldn't tell. So it's easy to get lost out here. So be paying attention, have your wits about you, have GPS, compass map, you know the deal. Just be careful not to get lost. Note to self, don't come out to some wilderness area. Note to self, don't come out to some area that was hit hard by the hurricane last year and expect all the trails to be in marvelous shape. Because I don't think those guys are going to come out here anytime soon. This is in bad shape. It's hard to follow, hard to see, hard to get through all these fallen trees, bushes, thorns, you name it. It is a mess, hardly a discernible trail. So it kind of reminds me of the Linville Gorge northeast quadrant. It's in bad shape, man. All right, it turned out to be 6 miles, the loop I did. I will post it in the description via the AllTrails link. And I gotta say, it was pretty nice, except for that one section, a 6/10 of a mile up from the creek to the connection trail. I don't remember the name of the trail. It was really tough, really slow going, non-stop, climbing over fallen trees, trying to find my way around, getting scratched up on my legs because I'm wearing shorts. I didn't know it would be that bad. I thought maybe I'd encounter a little bit here and there, but that was a really bad section. But I made it 6 miles, and it was Definitely something I'd do again. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.